when I was a kid, I grew up in Alaska. It's pretty remote. It's pretty cold. It's pretty dark. Not a lot of things to do. And somehow my dad got me a computer when I was like 9 years old. And I don't know why, like he didn't really understand the thing either, but for some reason, he got me what essentially was the first home computer that someone could get. And it was really expensive. I don't know why he did it, but I didn't have anything better to do. So I got so excited about that thing. You know, I was a kid in Alaska. I spent 16 hours a day on the computer, and there was no internet. There was no Netflix, no YouTube, no Instagram, no cats, no cute puppies. All you could do basically is crash it and reboot it. The thing didn't even have pictures on it. So I learned a lot the hard way, and that actually was good for me because you know, I learned everything you could about a computer by myself. You know, nobody for 1,000 miles in any direction knew more about it than me, so I had to just figure it out, which is very inefficient and slow. But I learned what all those little ones and zeros are doing. I learned how it worked at a very fundamental level, and then, you know, I could imagine how someday the thing would have more memory. Someday it would be faster, and I was convinced that someday it would be useful. No one else believed me. In fact, I had the Apple II. Actually, you can see it. That's it right there.
Oh,
that's
wow.
the Apple II from my childhood behind me. And, you know, I had that thing and I had a skateboard. And people were pretty conflicted about which was a bigger waste of time, right? Because nobody knew what a computer was. Nobody had seen one. Nobody had used one. And so, you know, I sounded like a crazy kid from the future, you know, from childhood. And in some sense, I guess I still am. And because for me, all I ever had to do is just keep learning the new stuff, right? And I've been doing that my whole life. And so it's pretty tough to catch up to me. I know a lot about computers now. Yeah.
Wow. So did you take any formal schooling, or you're just self-taught and you just learn as you go? Because I was looking around to see if you were mentioning any kind of university or college education. Couldn't find it.
Yeah, you don't go to school for computer hacking. You get kicked out of school for computer hacking. So it's not a traditional career trajectory. So yeah, I didn't go to college. In fact, by the time I got out of high school, I was able to get, you know, I mean, companies were trying to use computers, but they didn't have anybody who knew about them. And so eventually somebody would say, well, you should call this Pablos guy. And I would, you know, get paid to come play with the most expensive new computers. I thought it was amazing. And I learned a lot more that way. And so I just kept doing, and I was always really interested in, you know, using computers to do things for people, right? I didn't just have a theoretical interest in how the, you know, science of computation or something. I was actually always trying to make them do something and convince people that they were cool. And, you know, revenge of the nerds, I was right. Eventually people were convinced.